Hey guys, welcome back to another episode of Out of the Park Baseball 24 with the Boston Red Sox. This is our draft to glory, and I'm hoping this will be the final season because we only have about 10 days, 11 days, 12 days, something like that until Out of the Park 25 comes out. So we got to get this done here soon. All right, we are at the off season. As a reminder, if you are just watching it now, we lost in the ALCS again, second straight season. We were down 3-0. We tied the series at 3. We lost game 7. Then the Angels took a 3-0 lead against the Mets, and then the Mets came back and won 4 straight. So, do we have anything to do with our staff? Nope. We have an entirely filled staff, so we just got to do arbitration. It's a lot of arbitration, man. That's fine. Let's get it done. All right. We're just going to sign them all. He wants 3, so 2-8. 2-8-5. Okay. 2-9. All right. We still have plenty of money, so I don't really need to nickel and dime anybody, but that's the one thing that's made this easy versus, I think it was the Texas one that I did that ended up being a little difficult because we ran out of money. So I'm just going to go through really quickly and submit expenses for everyone or extensions for everyone. I'm going to save the more expensive ones for the end. Lesko is fine. We can go ahead and let him go. Velo, I think I want to keep. Just, you never know when you're going to need a good backup infielder. Sorrell. He was hurt most of the season. But we'll bring him back. Miguel Blyce had a nice year. Okay, now we've got the expensive ones. Hang on just a second, guys. All right, sorry about that. All right, so Noah Dean. He needs 5'8", so we should be able to get him for 5'6". Yep, probably could have gotten him for a little less than that, but whatever. Rodriguez at 7'4". I want to bring him back. He continues to play well for us. And then we've got Teal and Meyer. Yeah, I mean, we may as well bring him back, right? I mean, we've got plenty of catching options. He wants a long-term deal. Will he take 4? He will. Okay, cool. Sign him to a 4-year deal. And then Meyer at 28. He doesn't want a long-term deal, really. So let's do 14.5. It should be enough. Yep. Cool. All right. Do we want to sign Cam Robinson and Michael Ciani? He wants 3.2 for 3. Let's give him $3 million for 2. Yeah, that's fine. I don't care. I'm not worried about a couple $100,000. And Cam Robinson, that's 5.9. Let's do 2 years at 7. Oh, he wants that 3rd year. Okay, I'll give him the 3rd year. I don't care. It's fine. We got plenty of money. And then we got to go here and here and here and do this. Get everybody re-signed, and then I can drop who I want to drop. We'll just sim ahead a bit, and we'll get everybody bouncing back and saying either they want to come back or they don't. so we get fan bump for Kyle Teal. We get a fan bump for Noah Dean. Fan bump for Iverson Polanco. Where is Meyer? Did we not get a fan interest bump for Marcelo Meyer? Oh, we don't get a fan interest bump for it. Interesting. Our fan interest is at a 98, though, so money's not going to be a problem for us. All right, so all of our players signed. So we've got what, less than 2 weeks until Out of the Park 25 comes out. I have a feeling I know where we're going to go. Let me check the poll results, see where we stand here. So I know what it was at last time I looked. Yeah, it hasn't changed. So as of right now, we're going to be taking over the San Francisco Giants, unless the Red Sox get a bump here over the next week or so. All right. Gold Gloves. Ron Haskell wins a Gold Glove at shorts. And Siani. So we get 2 Gold Gloves this season. Aaron Bummer. There's Kevin Kelly finishing 3rd in the reliever of the year. Cam Robinson's on there as well. We got Platinum Stick. We got Joe Neely as the DH. Nice. Rookie of the year goes to Mike Bowen. All right, he had 306. Haskell finished 2nd. Manager of the year. We win the Manager of the Year for the first time in 2031. Cy Young goes to Caden Dana. Aiden Queen finished 4th. Andy Queen finished 6th. Cooper Dossett finished in the top 10. So we had 3 finish in the top 10. MVP goes to Luis Robert of the Blue Jays, and he swept it. Wow. Pretty good career for him. 358 home runs. He'll take it. Devers finishes 5th. How's Raffy doing? He's still going strong at 35. 400 home runs, 22. He's got an outside shot at 3,000 hits. I mean, he had 200 hits as a 22-year-old, 200 hits as a 34-year-old. I mean, he's got an outside shot at 3,000 hits and 500 home runs. I mean, I hope that's what we get from Raffy this year. Let's get free agency. International free agents that we can't sign. I am looking forward to doing a regular playthrough where I can get excited about an international free agent that's available. Elijah Green. Cool. All right, let's get up to the Rule 5. I don't think I'm going to need to do anything in the Rule 5, honestly, except for put players on my 40-man. Oh, Robert almost won the Triple Crown. Finished 3rd in batting average. I mean, to be fair, he was well behind our eyes, but... Excuse me. All right, we're at the Rule 5. We have 35 players on our 40-man. We got to add some here. Who are we going to add, though? That is the question. We got 5 spots to fill. Looks like it's going to be Deegan. He's probably going to get called up. He's going to AAA. He may get the call up next season. I forgot about Mishies. We drafted this guy last year. Our pitching staff's going to be so good. Simabwe, Bird, General. These guys are all fair to go on the 40-man, and I think we're going to leave that last spot open. I don't think anybody's going to take Cabral, but if they do, whatever. Do we go with Rudman at third next year? Yeah, I mean, we'll get some decisions to make. It's so much pitching. I just don't know what to do with it. Honestly, I just don't know. Yeah, I mean, our rotation is pretty stacked right now. Who are we missing? Beal was our fifth starter. Yeah, I mean, we're loaded. Loaded for bear. Let's get into the Rule 5. Let's go to our next pick. Cutter Coffee. It's fine. I saw him there, but batting potential. Jake Zatella. That's a pretty powerful bat. I don't have a spot for him though. Oh, excuse me. I'm tired. I don't see any bats. We don't really need anything offensively. And I'm almost positive we don't need anything from a pitching perspective. Figueroa looks all right. Yeah, we're just going to go ahead and skip. I mean, I could take Figueroa, but I've got so many pitchers. Just go ahead and complete the draft. All right, so I think we're at that point, really, right? With our with our team, where we're not really making many changes. Well, this is not a great class. All right, what do we got here? David Correa looks okay. Let me just go after a Squeeble. I like him. All right, let's do that. Let's go to training. Go to next month. Get that training in. Go to international free agents. All right, we're into January. We'll run practice again. I like Camacho. It's probably the cheapest of the bunch, too, right? No, he's the most expensive. Wow, okay. I think we're going to go Guevara because he's got the high work ethic. I mean, he's a right fielder, not a center fielder, but that's not a problem. I don't think we're going to trade for any IAFA money right now. I think there's a need to at the moment. All right, we're at International Amateurs. So Guevara wants 2.8. We've got how much? 4.75. Oh, we might need to. Might need to trade for $1 million. Let's see if we can trade for $1 million in IAFA. The Yankees love giving up their IAFA money. Not this year, they don't, though. The Mets, I want $1 million to take 10. Bunch of players I don't want to give up. 12.5. Nope. Got to be a team in here that'll just give it up for cash, right? You know what? Screw it. Let's just do it. Let's just put in the... Was it Guevara? It was. 4.75. We'll just see if we get him. And then if we have to make a trade, we will. Yep. All right. We're going to have to make a trade. Not exactly what I wanted to do, but that's okay. Jeremy Leggett. I'd almost rather trade Ravello. I think that's what we're going to do. Yep. All right. So now we should be able to go back in here. We have 575. 575 That should, in theory, get us Guevara now. It does. Cool. Awesome. All right. So let's get to preseason. Hopefully we win this year and it won't be an issue, but all right. So I am now going to sim up to opening day. So it's a pretty quick and harmless off season. Not a whole lot to do. Just hoping for some additional development. So I'll see you on opening day. Be right back. All right. We're back at opening day. I just had some soup and I'm re-energized and ready to go. My wife makes the best chicken noodle soup I have ever had in my life. It's spicy. It's delicious. And it's opening day, or almost opening day. So we have 39 players on our roster. We have 21 pitchers, so that's going to get cut down quickly. Bird, Healy, I think Mitchie goes down for now. LeGuernick, Colmenares, Simabue. Excuse me. Ooh, that was unintentional. LeGuernick needs to be DFA'd. 15. We still got to send 2 more down. Rodriguez Cruz and his 2.84 ERA and his 1.7 ERA plus last year is going to have to go to the minors, I think. Iverson Polanco. I think we'll send Polanco down. So we still got to send 1 more. Our pitching staff is loaded, man. Absolutely loaded. Yeah, we're pretty heavy on lefties, so I guess Rodriguez Cruz. It's not ideal, but I'm actually going to also bump pitch counts. Our pitchers are so good that we're just going to go 120 on all of them. What does this do? It wants Juan Castillo as our closer. I'm okay with that. And Mendoza. So it wants our 2 rookies as our closer in our setup. Noah Dean as our use more often middle reliever. Yeah, I mean, our bullpen is pretty stacked as well, but all right, so at 31, we got to send 5 batters to the minors, huh? We have 6 outfielders, so it'll be Anthony, General, Bannon. Anthony's got to be DFA'd. All right. Dawkins. Yeah, Dawkins will go down. So that leaves us with 27. I still got to send 1 more down. I mean, I feel like leaving Rudman up and having him back up at all of our infield positions. I think that's what we're going to do. So I think Antonio Anderson, I guess. Let's clear the lineups. Batting ratings. So we're going to do what we've been doing, which is Devers batting leadoff and playing third. Our number 2 hitter will be, this is against righties, right? Yeah. So let's go righty, righty, or lefty, lefty, righty. Queen is the DH. Tristan Cassius, not Kristen Trashus. Neely is good against righties, right? Yep. And I don't think he's the center field. Oh, we don't have a great defensive outfield. Yeah, I mean, we're going to go left field here, and then we're just going to bat Siani in the 9 hole and stick him in center. So we need catcher, second, and short. So there's our second baseman. Kyle Teal will go there, and then Ron Haskell will go there. All right, let's copy that. Paste. So Madugno comes in as third base, first base. No, Cassius doesn't come to the bench. Was it Neely that I took out? We know Sorrell can't hit, so Siani. So we got to get, first things first, Blyce has to go into center. He's our starting center fielder. Queen, Cassius, Neely. I mean, his bat is still fine against lefties, so I think we'll just go. I'm trying to remember what we did last year, honestly. So we got to get Rudman out there. So he'll play every 5th game, every 7th game, so he'll play 3 times a week against righties. He's not as good against lefties either. So 6, 8, 9. So he'll play 3. Yeah, we'll just kind of do something like that. Madugno, every 5th game there. Madugno here, every 6th game here. I gotta move this lineup around though, because Okoro can't hit lefties. Yeah. Do something like that. See, yeah, that's not a very good. I think we're gonna go Aaron Bede as the starting catcher, and Teal will back him up every 3rd game. I want to get that righty in there, and then I think we'll just go with that. I think we'll just run with that as our lineup. Let's get to opening day. I think we'll have enough offense to win, and then obviously our pitching is going to carry us, I believe. All right. Reached playoffs. Player development. Jesus Mendoza gets even better. Holy hell. Ground ball pitch. I mean, he's going to be electric as a starter, and if this was like a real playthrough, God, he's got 4+ pitches. He's going to be a beast. Same with Castillo. Any of our young players ready for call-ups anywhere? I mean, Cabral can probably go to AA. Sauer's still got a ways to go. Enable. I'm going to have to release some players here. I'll do that offline while we wait for the next episode to start. We still got 3 players in international ball. Yeah, we're running out of prospects. They're all in the majors right now, except for Dave Mitchie. So, all right, let's go ahead and see what happens on day 1. Josh Rudman, I got to put him on the 40-man. Now we'll finish the day. 7-2 victory on opening day. You like to see that. Devers goes 3 for 5. Okoro hits a home run. 2 hits and an RBI for Sorrell and Meyer. Haskell and Siani each with 2 hits. Queen goes 5 2/3. Dean and Rodriguez come in and lock it down. So good start to the season for us. So now I pause for you, and I sim up to the draft. So I'll see you on July 11th. All right, guys, we're back on July 11th, and it's been a bit of a grind this season. We're tied for first place with the Blue Jays. We're percentage points behind them. And I figured we would struggle offensively, and I figured our starting pitching would carry us, and it really hasn't materialized that way. Our bullpen, it's really been our bullpen and I guess lack of making errors that has done for us. We're middle of the pack offensively, and our starters haven't been great. They've been getting better. These ERAs are starting to come down, but Cooper Dawson had an ERA over 5. Look at his May, put up a 7.20 ERA. Andy Queen. Yeah, I mean, 4.9457. Yeah, he's been better here in July, but it's been a grind from a pitching perspective. We're still in first place though, so that's encouraging. But Aiden Queen having a nice season, only 5 home runs allowed in 111 innings pitched. We're getting some good numbers from everybody except for Jorge Rodriguez. Of course, the minute we start paying him big money, he starts to struggle. But the rest of our bullpen has been okay. I moved Juan Castillo out of the closer role. He had an ERA of like 6.5, so I put Cam Robinson back in the closer role, and he's just doing what he does. Bullpen-wise, we've been really good. Pitching is, like I said, it's getting better. Mason's numbers aren't bad. Beals aren't bad. Queens aren't bad. Offensively, it's been a mess. For the most part, Devers, Meyer, Queen, all having pretty good seasons from a WAR perspective. Raffy just continues to hit 15 more home runs this season. I mean, it's only a pace for 25. I wonder if offense is just down this year. Caden Sorrell's having a nice year. Rudman's doing okay, playing all over the infield, but Haskell is way down this year. Okoro is way down this year. That average has dropped almost 50 points. Joe Neely has struggled. So it hasn't been a great season offensively. From a prospect perspective, Maykay Deegan, I called him up and he was fine, but apparently he's a problem child. So I called him up, and as soon as I sent him down, I got that. The team is happy that you sent him away message. Simabwe is he's doing all right, I guess, down in AAA. Mitchie, who was our first round pick a year ago, pitching really well. I mean, he'll be up, but I just don't know where I'm going to put him. Yeah, we lack offensive difference makers in the minors. So I'm hopeful that this year we'll be able to find, one of those 21, 22-year-olds, like somebody like Mitchie, but the batting version, right? Like somebody who is ready to come up in the next year or so, because our offense, if we're not going to do this, if we don't win this, it's going to be because of our offense, not because of our pitching. So let's get to the draft. We have the final pick in the first round, so we'll just go ahead and sim right up to that first pick. And let's see what we got. All right, so we got this 22-year-old who's not really developed for a 22-year-old, Bob Boatwright. Meh. I mean, high work ethic is nice, good contact. Yeah, I mean, initially I'm looking at the 21, 22-year-olds to see if there's somebody there who's almost ready, and it doesn't look like there is. He's not a center fielder. Yuck. Who do they think we should take? They think we should take the 19-year-old who's not really a center fielder. I mean, he's so far away at 19, it may not matter, right? I mean, it may not matter if we can win this year. We'll plug him in. I mean, we'll take a look at the pitchers, but I don't know. I mean, you got some good 18-year-olds in there. A couple of 21-year-olds. Again, though, like, I take a player like that at this point, where's that going to help us? So I think, I kind of like this guy. Wow. And he won't be there with the next pick, but his nickname is 2018. Okay, interesting. All right, we're just going to go ahead and take Bordonaro. And yeah, I'm not surprised that 2018 wasn't there waiting for us. Looks like it might just be a less than stellar draft, honestly. We can take Gessert. I like his size. I mean, he's lean, but yeah, I'm not too fussed about this draft, truth be told. Because I believe we're running out of time here. We got about 10 days until Out of the Park 25 comes out. So we're either going to succeed here in the next year or two, or we're not going to exceed. We're not going to succeed at all, and that's fine. Obviously, the goal is to win, but if you can't, you can't. Bobby Talbot. Yeah, I'm not really all that concerned about this draft, to be honest with you, because none of these players are going to make it. Jaquan at Canada. I'm going to take him just because of the name. And I think, honestly, we're just going to let the AI pick the rest because, yeah, I'm not too terribly fussed about the draft because none of these players are gonna make an impact for us when it's all said and done. Because we're going to be done before they are ready. Which is, again, that's fine. So we're just going to go ahead and sign everyone. And then the next step is to sim up to the end of the regular season and hope that we make the playoffs and see if we can make a push. He wants more than all. I mean, he actually is pretty good. 80 potential stuff. Sure, let's throw some money at him. Why not? He wants 11,050, so we'll give him 12,500. The owner does not approve this. Really? 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 I've never seen that happen before. All right, well, I guess we're not offering either of them contracts. Because we're certainly not over our budget. Yeah, certainly not over our budget. That's weird. All right, so that's it for this segment. So I'm going to go ahead and we're going to sim up to about a week before the end of the regular season, I guess, and keep our fingers crossed. So I'll be right back. All right, guys, we're back. It is September 27th, and we've run away from Toronto, but to be fair, Toronto's been really bad over the last month and a half or so. So we're 90 and 66. We've clinched a playoff spot. We've clinched the AL East. Second best record in the league, in the American League right now, behind Kansas City. Third best record in baseball. So yeah, it's been a very what's the word I'm looking for? Parity driven league this season. Yeah, offense was definitely down. Yeah, you look at our numbers, not great numbers, but we finished third in runs scored this year. So offense was definitely down. And what's funny is that offense was down, but our pitching staff wasn't as good. They sort of came along towards the end. We had some injuries that hurt us. Glenn Mason out with a partially torn UCL. He's done for the year. Back-to-back really good seasons. So we brought in Dave Mitchie, stuck him in the rotation, and he was all right. I think, however, we're going to go Queen, Dossett, Queen, and Beal for the postseason. So let's just finish up the regular season, and then we'll go and we'll take a look at the team stats, and then we'll get to the postseason. So we got Baltimore for a couple, then Toronto. So we're at 100. Yeah, we got 6 games left. So this is going to be 2 against Baltimore. There's a 5-2 win. And then we got 4 against Toronto to finish things off. Neely 3 for 4, 3 RBIs. Dossett with a nice game. Gets that ERA under 4. You like that. Second game against Baltimore is a 10-4 victory. So the offense picking it up. Neely 7 RBIs in his last 2. Coro's starting to hit a little bit. Yeah, everybody was down this season, so I'm not terribly worried about it. But Queen he had a losing record. That's crazy. Andy Queen only 10-12 this season. Now we're in Toronto for 4. We lose 5-4. Player development. Queen gets better. All right, it's fine. And this is the way the season's been going. Like, we'll win 3 in a row, 4 out of 5, something like that. And then we'll come right back and we'll lose 3 straight. That's just sort of the way it's been going. Okoro with home runs in back-to-back games. Beal goes 5 shutout. Another win, 5-3. Okoro, nice stretch to end the season here. He and Neely have come on over the last handful of games. That's nice to see. Aiden Queen, his last start of the year, 6 1/3, 2 earned runs. And the final game of the regular season is a 4-3 loss in extras. So we finished 94-68. Second best record in the American League, tied for the second best record in baseball. And I'll take it. Now, certainly I will take it. Rafi ends up with 25 home runs, 71 RBIs. He's up to 2,400 hits on the nose. So, yeah, outside shot at 3,000 hits and 500 home runs. His ratings have held strong. So, yeah, I mean, he's still going strong. We'll start with pitching. Robinson's out for another 1 to 2 weeks. I'm leaving him on the roster. I'm just going to, we'll take him out of the role, and we're going to move Mitchie to the bullpen. We'll move Beal up there. We'll go to a 4-man rotation. Queen, Dossett, Queen, and Beal, and we'll make Castillo the closer. We gotta set the roster here in a minute. But so here is this is showing. All right. So Aiden Queen, 17 wins, his best season as a starter, 6.5 WAR for Aiden Queen. Man, he's been just every series that I've done, there's been like one staple player that has really kind of been the key to this success. And for this playthrough, it's definitely been Aiden Queen. I mean, he's given us, 2.5 to 3 WAR each of his 4 seasons with the bat. And then last year was a bit of a down season, but 5 wins in 3 out of his 4 seasons as a pitcher. He has been outstanding. Cooper Dossett struck out 253. I mean, he is a strikeout machine. Andy Queen, a bit of a down season. Braxton Beal was fine as the number 4 man. Maybe Cam Robinson being hurt this year won't be a bad thing. He's struggled in the postseason the last 2 years for us. Juan Castillo has gotten really, really good. And, 2.1 WAR, 126 ERA plus. We'll probably lean on him in the postseason. And Mendoza, who's the other one who's get that 1.57 ERA for Mendoza. In fact, we're going to make him a stopper, closer, 8th or later. And we'll change more of this as we go forward. Conover, really one of the last Rule 5 guys that we have on our team. We've got Conover and Kelly, and those are the last 2 Rule 5 guys that we have on our roster. He had another good season. Noah Dean was solid as well. Kelly had his worst season for us, but that FIP was really low, so I think he just got a little unlucky. BABIP at 315, so I don't know. Only gave up 255 batting average. Mitchie came up, was fine, kind of pressed into duty. Talked about Deegan. I mean, the team hates him, but the numbers are really good, so we're going to lean on him. And then Simabwe, again, kind of, called into duty with some injuries. Offensively, Marcelo Meyer just continues to hit. Really, I want to be able to just stick Rudman out there at second base. He's so much better defensively. But Meyer just keeps getting it done. Just year after year after year. It's consistent. His numbers don't blow you away, but look at the consistency here. Hit between 260, he's hit between 266 and 273 every year but one. He has put up 110 to 130. I mean, he just uber consistent. Not elite, but really, really consistent. Devers, we talked about him. Raheem Okoro, ultimately the season was fine. 47 doubles, 12 triples, 19 homers, 77 RBIs. I mean, I'll take it. I will take it. Aiden Queen, we talked about. Caden Sorrell had a nice year, 15 home runs. Joe Neely took a step back. Rudman came in, did a nice job, 36 doubles, stole 19 bases. Teal took a step back a bit. Haskell took a step back with the bat. With the glove, he took a step back as well. So, yeah, just Blyce and Madugno, the 2 guys we leaned on last year to to give us some pop from the right side against lefties weren't great, and then Tristan Cassius just had a year to forget. Yeah, just a year to forget for Tristan Cassius. All right, so we have to set our postseason roster. So I think we're going to place him on the injured list. We'll bring Fernandez up. Place. All right, so we have our pitching staff set. Middle relief, Dean, and we're going to... I hate to go use more often because it just means they're going to pull our starters earlier. Kevin Kelly. How are Mitchie's numbers against lefties? He's really good against lefties, so let's make him a specialist versus left-hander. An emergency starting pitcher. We'll just make him long relief. We will avoid high leverage there. And I think we'll run with that. Like that, I think. And then lineups. I'm going to go ahead and go none or never. We're just going to stick with our starters. We need to do something about center field. Ciani, the bat is just... I mean, it's terrible, but he was still positive WAR because he's so good defensively. And that's all I really care about from him. I think we get enough offense from everybody else. But if we have another season like this offensively, we may need to, not that we can do anything. We just got to sort of hope that our prospects deliver. All right, so let's get to that's not where I wanted to go. I wanted to go here. Playoff tree. All right, so we're taking on either the Angels or the Rangers. Angels are up 1-0. Series tied at 1. Both series tied at 1. So it's the White Sox and the Angels. So we're taking on the Los Angeles Angels. They knocked us out in the ALCS a year ago. Mickey Moniak. This is insane. Where did this come from Mickey Moniak? Just out of nowhere the last 3 seasons. Interesting. Yeah, I mean, this is a team we should beat. I mean, we should beat them. Whether or not we will remains to be seen. But it's Andrew Dukanich against Aiden Queen. Game 1 goes to the Red Sox, a 9-7 victory. 4 in the bottom of the 9th. We got a Rafael Devers home run in the bottom of the 9th and a Kyle Teal home run in the 9th. With the game tied in the bottom of the 9th, Teal hit a dramatic 2-run home run to send us home. Yeah, Queen only went 2 innings, then our bullpen came in, and, well, Mendoza struggled, but struck out 6 and 2 1/3. We win. We win game 1. Doesn't matter how. They don't ask how, they just ask how many. So game 2 will be Dukanich against Cooper Dossett. We're up 2-0 as Dossett is dominant. In 6, strikes out 9, Deegan, Michi, Castillo, Cassius, and Meyer both homer. I'd love to have an easy series. It feels like all of our series have been grinds. So game 3 will be tomorrow in LA. And there is the easy series. We finally get an easy series, a 3-0 sweep. Tristan Cassius coming on strong here in the postseason. Hits a couple of home runs, walks twice, drives in 5. Rafi is named the series MVP, hitting 500 with a couple of homers. Cool. So what is going on here? So the Royals and the White Sox are 2-0. So we want the White Sox to at least win a game, and they don't. All right, so 2 best teams in the American League going at it, as it should be. The Royals and the Red Sox. Robinson is eligible to come off the DL. I think what we'll do is we will take Smabwe off, and we will put Robinson on, and then we'll go into pitching. We'll make Cam Robinson a middle relief / closer, I guess, just in case. We're going to stick with Castillo as the closer here in the postseason, though. We still haven't, because it looks like the National League is still going, so it hasn't started our series yet, which is fine because it means we're going to get plenty of rest. Okay, we're ready to go against Kansas City. We do have international amateurs, so let's just set that up really quickly. Arturo Pesci, yep. Long-lost relative of Joe, absolutely. Baldasario Diamato, that's a great name, man. There's a lot of good pitchers in here. This is the type of player I'm looking forward to dealing with in Out of the Park 25. Draft Jorge Macho Man Soto and put him in the training development, whatever it is, and work on that changeup. Yeah, I'm looking forward to that. Let's go to batters now. Defensively, they're all so bad. Like, I don't get it. Just do that. That'll give us our 5. Oh, come on. It is not full. Invite him. Mariano is the good defensive catcher. Sotelo. And then let's just invite him. Cool. All right, now we can go. We can run practice. This isn't going to matter because we're not going to be playing long enough. We only have about a week left to go. So the goal is to is Queen rested? He is, yeah. So the goal is to win this year. And then, I hate to say hopefully this is the last episode, but if we win, it's the last episode. So let's see what happens. Game 1 goes to the Red Sox 6-2. 4 runs, 6th inning. Joe Neely, solo home run. Okoro, solo home run. Queen goes 6 2/3. I'll take it. Game 2, Cooper Dossett against Dave First. We're up 2-0, a 6-3 victory. Siani 2 for 3 with 3 RBIs. He hits his first home run of the postseason. Tough game for Aiden, 0 for 5, 4 Ks. Picks up the golden sombrero. Cooper Dossett, 6 innings, 7 strikeouts. Game 3. So those first 2 games were both on the road. So we took the first 2 games on the road. We now have 3 games at home, and we are up 3-0 as the other Queen, Andy, 6 shutout with 9 Ks. Mendoza and Castillo do their part. Only run of the game driven in by Marcelo Meyer, and we are 1 win away from the World Series. But I don't want to jinx us, so we're just going to go ahead and sim and see what happens. So we are 7-0 in this postseason. We win this one 5-4 in 14 innings. So Joe Neely wins the series MVP. Do we know what happened in the 14th? I guess we can look at the game log. Bottom of the 14th inning. Joe Neely grounds out. Rudman walks. Haskell flies out. Rudman then steals second base. Kyle Teal drives him in from third. So that was very a la Bill Miller and Dave Roberts against the Yankees. So you get on base, you steal second base, come home from third or from second on a single, and we advance to our first World Series ever. So we're already further ahead than we have been. So let's go ahead and we've made the World Series before. What am I talking about? Do we know who we're playing? It looks like it's going to be the Dodgers. We still don't know. It will be the Dodgers. The Dodgers went 94-68 on the year. Oh, they got Cody Bellinger back. Or did they ever let him go? No, he played. Yeah, so he played what? He played the 2023 season with the Cubs, and then came back and played with the Dodgers the rest of the time. So he's ended up having a really nice career: 2,100 hits, 400 home runs. So Bellinger back with the Dodgers. They got Mookie. They got a lot of injuries. Dustin May is their ace. Bobby Miller, Ryan Pepio, and Miguel Ulola. All right. We'll see. All right, so we have Aiden Queen. We do have Queen set up the pitch, right? We do. Okay. All right, well, let's see how it goes. Game 1 at home goes to the Dodgers, 5-4. Oh man, we were up 4-1, and then our bullpen blew it. No, wait. Oh, we won 5-4. Okay. We were down 4-0, and we came back, and I was looking at this. Well, this doesn't make any sense. We were down 4-0, and we came back and won the game 5-4. Kyle Teal homers. Okoro has 3 hits and 3 RBIs. We take a 1-0 series lead. Game 2, Bobby Miller against Cooper Dossett is a 2-0 Red Sox win. Up 5-0 and hold on. Raffy with his 3rd home run. Ciani goes 3 for 3. Cooper Dossett 7 shutout innings. Deegan struggled, but then Castillo came in and locked it down. Game 3, Andy Queen against Ryan Pepio is a 3-0 win, and we are 1 win away from ending the series, folks. Rafael Devers both in game and the Let's Play. Raffy Devers 3 for 5, 3 RBIs. Andy Queen 5 shutout. All right, so here we go. Game 4 in LA. Braxton Beal against Miguel Ulola. And we went 11-0 in the postseason, folks. We won 11 straight games to finish the season. Michael Ciani wins the World Series MVP. We win Game 4 by the score of 4-0. Tristan Cassius, 2 for 4, 3 RBIs. Beal, 4 2/3, and then our bullpen locked it down. And we have done it. It took, 10 years? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 years. So in our 9th season, we won the World Series. So we did it. Good for us. And that was quite the run for the Red Sox. As 3-0 series sweep over the Angels, 4-0 series sweep over the Royals, 4-0 series sweep over the Dodgers. We were a team of destiny, I suppose. But yeah, we had some really nice. So from a team perspective, Devers, Cassius, Meyer, Teal were all part of the organization when I took over. So was Noah Dean, Ryan Fernandez. They were in the Red Sox minor league system. Michael Ciani was a Rule 5 guy all the way back in 2024 and never hit the ball well, but gave us what we needed from a defensive perspective. Just really, really good defensively year after year after year in center field. Raffy finishes this playthrough with 2,400 hits, 426 home runs. Man, I hope these are the kinds of numbers. If Raffy puts these up over his career, I think Red Sox fans would be thrilled. Raheem Okoro, his numbers dipped from where we drafted him, but turned into a pretty solid player for us overall. Gave us about 3 to 4, almost 5 wins every single season. He was really solid. Aiden Queen, we talked about, he was that linchpin. He was so good for us. Cassius struggled this year, but really was that big bat. Because the one thing I struggle with in these playthroughs is you can always build the pitching staff through the Rule 5. But finding impact bats is always really hard. And we had Cassius, who broke 40 home runs twice. He hit 35 other occasions. So he gave us that power, and he was healthy. And he was super, super healthy. So that was a huge pickup for us. Neely was a 3rd-round pick and immediately came up and just started banging. He was drafted in 2027. By 2029, he was giving us 2.5 WAR in the Rookie of the Year. He was really good as well. Meyer, we talked about already. Haskell filled that position that can be hard to fill when you're doing these types of playthroughs, which is that good defensive shortstop who can also give you anything with the bat, and he gave us that. Kyle Teal was up and down, but solid as a catcher. We gave us somebody who could catch pretty well and could hit the ball with some pops, so we didn't struggle there. And then we talked about Siani. Caden Sorrell was a 3rd-round pick as well, and he did a nice job for us as well. I mean, he was pretty consistent. He was hurt last year, but overall pretty good. Rudman got the call up this season. Madugno was our 1st-round pick in 2024. Never really gave us 1st-round productivity, but was good last season. Same thing with Blyce. He was kind of one of those Red Sox players that, he was part of the organization. Settled into a kind of a left-handed hitting type role and gave us some pop. He was okay. Aaron Bede was just a draft pick of ours and gave us a pretty solid backup catcher. Pitching wise, Queen we talked about. Dossett, anytime I have the opportunity to draft Cooper Dossett in a Let's Play, I always do it because this isn't the first time I've had him. I've had TCR kind of attach itself to him like this. I've had it happen in other playthroughs. In fact, in one of my online leagues, he's my closer, and he's got dominant numbers there as well. Yeah, his numbers just skyrocketed in 2027, and he was fantastic. He was fantastic for us. Yeah, I mean, 4 years, last 3 seasons, 35, 49, and 16 in his last 3 seasons. Just a crazy number of strikeouts. Andy Queen, he was a luxury. But, he was there at pick number 15, and he's given us 3 good seasons. Braxton Beal was really bad in his first 2 years, like really bad, but settled down nicely. I mean, you take those numbers out of a number 5 starter without any hesitation at all. He gave up 2 home runs in 152 innings a year ago. I mean, yeah, he was fantastic as our number 5. Cam Robinson, one of the original Rule 5 guys. We took him all the way back in 2024, pitched his entire career with the Red Sox and had some bumps in the postseason, but gave us a lockdown closer for 6 years. Castillo and Mendoza, both international signings that had this gone on, probably would have ended up in the rotation at some point. Conover was a Rule 5 guy back in 2029, and he gave us a handful of good seasons. Noah Dean, one of the original, he was in the Red Sox minor league system when we took over. Really solid middle relief guy. 2.9 ERA in 478 innings, a 145 ERA plus over 478 games. You take that. So we did it, guys. So that's it. That is it for the playthrough, and that's good timing because we got about a week until Out of the Park 25 starts. So we have won the Draft to Glory with the Boston Red Sox. Took us 9 seasons, but we're there. So I hope you enjoyed the playthrough, guys. I enjoyed doing it. And the next time we talk in Out of the Park Baseball, it'll be Out of the Park Baseball 25. I'll talk to y'all soon. Bye-bye.